Hi everyone, this is Indumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry and Analysis, School of Pharmaceutical Science, Vistas. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about aspirin. Here, we are going to see what is aspirin, how to synthesize it, what are the properties of aspirin and uses of aspirin. Over history, many compounds have been obtained from nature and it has been used to cure ills and also it is used to produce effects in human beings. These natural products are most commonly obtained from plants, minerals, and animals. And in addition to this, various transformation of these molecules may have lead to more medically useful compounds. Aspirin is a common household medicine with a variety of uses. Its uses includes analgesic, it is nothing but painkiller. It is also used as an antipyretic. It is nothing but the substance which are used to lower the temperature, and it is also used as an anticoagulant. It helps to alleviate and also prevent the clotting of blood, and the final use of the aspirin is anti-inflammatory. It helps to prevent swelling. What we are going to see next is a most interesting topic, that is nothing than history of aspirin. The history of aspirin began in 400 BC itself. None other than the father of medicine himself, the Greek formerly known as Hippocrates, was said to recommend a brew made with the leaves from the willow tree, Cortex salicis. It is generally used to relieve pain of certain eye diseases, and it is also used to relieve pain during the childbirth. Here, aspirin makes the Bible, the Old Testament book of Leviticus, reads in one passage in reference to the medicinal benefits from the fruits of willows. Boughs of goodly trees, willows of the book. Rolling into AD times, in 100th AD, Dioscorides, a Greek surgeon, suggests that the leaves of willow, being beaten small and drunk with a little pepper and wine, it helps, such as the people who are troubled with the colic disorders. It helps to relieve that one also. Hoffman is the man, at least the storybooks say. Felix Hoffman, a young chemist working for the pioneering pharmaceutical firm of Bayer, had an interest in this acetyl salicylic acid as an alternative for sodium salicylate. In 1897, Felix Hoffman, a German chemist, was the first person to artificially synthesize the main active chemical of aspirin. The properties of aspirin includes these are monoclinic tablets or crystals having the melting point of 135 degrees Celsius. Odorless, but in moisture it is gradually hydrolyzed into salicylic acid and acetic acid. The basic principle involved in the synthesis of aspirin includes the synthesis of aspirin from salicylic acid occurs by the acetylation process in acidic medium. Salicylic acid interacts with acetic anhydride in the presence of few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, and it leads to the production of aspirin and a molecule of acetic acid. Here, sulfuric acid is added. It acts as a catalyst and it also uh, helps to detach the acetate ion from the acetic anhydride, which ultimately get associated with the proton ion from the phenolic hydroxy group in salicylic acid, and it is eliminated as a molecule of acetic acid. This is the reaction for the synthesis of aspirin, which is mentioned here. The procedure for the synthesis of aspirin includes 6 gram of salicylic acid was weighed and it is transferred into a clean conical flask. To this, 8.5 ml of acetic anhydride and 3 to 4 drops of concentrated sulfuric acid was added. The mixture is warmed on a water bath at 60 degrees Celsius around 20 minutes. The content in the flask is poured into 100 ml cold water in a 250 ml beaker. The product is formed and it is filtered using Buchner funnel, and the product is washed with cold water and it is recrystallized in boiling water. Aspirin is used for the relief of minor pains or aches, and even it is used to relieve mild to moderate pains. It is generally recommended for arthritis and other related arthritic conditions also. It is used for prophylaxis of myocardial infarction. Aspirin is also used to reduce the risk of ischemic attacks in men. These are all the uses of aspirin. I hope each and everyone understand the concepts of aspirin. What is the history of aspirin and how to synthesize it and what are the properties of aspirin. If you have any doubts, please comment me. Thank you for listening.